magic book, the magic book, the magic book. Let's go to the magic book to see what we can see. Let's go to the magic book, the magic book, the magic book. Let's go to the magic book to be what we can be. Jump into the pages, come to magic lands. Jump into the pages, everyone hold hands. Dinosaurs and princesses, snakes and butterflies. There is a character of every shape and size.
Storylady will tell you a tale of every kind, starting with the words
of once upon a time. Let's go to the magic book, the magic book, the magic book. Let's go to the magic book to see what we can see. Let's go to the magic book, the magic book, the magic book. Let's go to the magic book to be what we can be.
Wow, Bunny, that is so wonderful. Did you make that? Oh, yes, Storylady, I made this, and it's really special. I can see that. It's so beautiful, and it would be so much fun to play with. I love it. Now, why did you make that? Well, I got the idea from today's book. It's called The Wind Blew by Pat Hutchins. And this is going to be a really fun toy to play with. Yeah, I made that for my cousin, Benjamin Bunny. Oh, you are such a thoughtful bunny. Mwah. I love you, Bunny. I love you too, Storylady. Are you all ready to share this wonderful story with us today? Let's all get into our SLPs. Bunny, would you like to tell everyone what an SLP is? Yeah. An SLP is a story listening place, and I'm going to go sit by my cousin Benjamin Bunny and give him his present. You are so thoughtful. I think I have taught Bunny some very good manners. All right, so here's for Benjamin Bunny, and the story listening place is going to be right there. You guys can give each other a hug. Oh, I'm sure that you and Benjamin Bunny are going to have so much fun playing with this later. And guess what, everyone? After our story today, we're going to learn how to make one of those too. It's going to be so much fun. Now, it's time to go on our SDA. Now, if any of you have been listening to all of our YouTube story times, you might be able to guess what that is too. It's a story discovery adventure. So let's take out our looking glasses and go on our story discovery adventure. See if we can find our book today. Aha! I'm going to look in here. Nope. That's our craft supplies for later. It's not over there by the dot box. Nope. Uh-oh. But I think that somebody's taking a nap. Hey, monkey, wake up. It's going to be a really fun story today. Oh, there it is. There's our story. Donald the Dragon has it, of course. Now, let's go ahead and start our story with our magic words, shall we? Once upon a time, The Wind Blew by Pat Hutchins. I want all of you to help me be the wind. The wind blew. Let's see what it can do. It took the umbrella from Mr. White and quickly turned it inside out. It snatched the balloon from little Priscilla and swept it up towards the umbrella. And not content, it took a hat. And not satisfied with that, it whipped a kite into the air and kept it spinning around up there. It grabbed a shirt left out to dry and tossed it up towards the sky. It plucked a hanky from a nose, and up and up and up it rose. It lifted the wig from the judge's head and didn't drop it back. Instead, what did the wind do? It blew and blew and blew and blew. It whirled the postman's letters up, and as if it hadn't done enough, it blew so hard it quickly stole a striped flag fluttering on a pole. It pulled the new scarves from the twins and tossed them to the other things. It blew and blew and blew and blew. Let's see the other things the wind can do. Why, it went and sent the newspapers fluttering around, and then, tired of the things it found, it mixed them up and it threw them down and sent them out to sea. Thank you all so much for being the wind with me. And now, everyone, we are going to do Bunny's craft. I'm going to go get my craft box. Can all of you go get your craft supplies too? Okay, let's see what's in our craft box today. We have scissors. Make sure you have a grown-up to help you with this. And we have some tape. I chose duct tape, but you can use any kind of tape that's around your house. We have a popsicle stick, and we have some pieces of tissue paper. Now, once we have all of our craft supplies, let's get started, shall we? Okay, the first thing we're going to do with our craft today is we are going to take some of our favorite colors of tissue paper, and we are going to cut them in a shape that goes from a thick end to a skinny end. So we're going to go ahead and keep this as the thick end, and to make it easier, to make it even, I'm going to go ahead and fold the tissue paper in half, just like this. See? There you go. And then I'm going to take the scissors, and I'm going to start at the thick end and then taper it down. That's a wonderful new word. I'm going to taper it down to more of a pointy end. There you go. And so then I have something that looks kind of like a triangle. Now that's going to be the thickest part of my fairy flower or my pennant. So I will put that on there. Now the next one I'm going to cut is going to be a little bit smaller. So let's see, what color shall we do next? Why don't we do the blue one? So then I'm going to go ahead and take the blue one. I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to make that one slightly smaller. So I'm going to kind of look at that and make sure it's just a little bit smaller. I'm going to start at the thicker end, and I'm going to work it up to this end here and make that one a little bit shorter and a little bit thinner. Actually, it's kind of about the same size on the end, but that's okay, because now we have something that's starting to look a little bit like a feather. So that's perfect. Now I think the next color that I'm going to choose is a contrasting color of green. So we're going to go ahead and take the green paper here, put these down. I'm going to go ahead, and our process is folding it in half. And this time I'm going to compare the blue folded in half to the green folded in half. And I'm going to make sure that I cut my green a little bit tinier because I want it to make a beautiful pattern. So one thing is a little bit bigger than the next, and that will make it more fun when we play with it. And I'm going to make this one very thin at the end so that it can catch the air. See how pointy I made that end? Like that. And then I'm going to do that like that. And then for my very last piece, I'm going to take the red again, and instead of cutting a new piece, I'm just going to take one of the pieces that was left over. I'm going to cut that, and I'm going to make it even skinnier, like that. And you know, you can be creative. You don't have to do it exactly like me. This is just meant to be an inspiration. And I'm going to put that one on there. And there you go. So now I have all of my papers, and they are getting ready. They're practicing to go onto our popsicle stick, which is going to be our fairy flyer. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down right here. I'm going to put them in the order that I like, which is like that. I hope all of you can see that. I think you can see it, right? Okay, wonderful. Then I love colored duct tape. It's super fun for all sorts of crafts, and it's also super strong, because if you do take this out and you use it like a little fairy flyer or a kite pennant flyer, the duct tape will be the strongest choice that you can make for tape. I'm going to go ahead and take my tape and just make sure whenever you cut with scissors, you cut away from yourself, away from your face. going to go ahead and cut that. Put my scissors down. Notice I'm pointing them away from my face. Always safety first. And oh, you know what? It's not quite straight. So I'm going to go ahead and straighten that out just a little bit. And sometimes with duct tape you can kind of rip it a little bit, or you can even fold it over a little to make it straight. That's usually the best choice with duct tape. And then you go ahead and you can place it down right there on your all of your things there, and then you just wrap it around the back like that. And I have a little bit of extra, so I'm going to go ahead, see right there, and I go ahead and take my scissors and I'm going to go ahead and cut the extra off the back like that, and there we are. And so then we have our fun little fairy flyer, and the next part is to have fun with it and play with it like that. Whee! Oh my goodness, guess what? Now Bunny has a fairy flyer and Benjamin has a fairy flyer. Guess what, Bunny? I made you a present. So Benjamin has his fairy flyer over here with his friends, and Bunny, come here, sweetie. Look, I made you something special. Now you and Benjamin can go out and you can have your own fairy flyer. Do you like it? Oh yeah, Story Lady, I love it. That's gonna be so much fun. Whee! All right, everyone, thank you so much for having a wonderful time with all of us with our fantastic book and a really fun craft today. Thank you for joining the Story Lady. Bye. Hi, everybody. I hope you liked today's story. Don't forget to press the like button and the subscribe button. And don't forget to click the little bell so you can be notified for our next video. Thanks for coming.